So yeah, you pull up your topic. What I want to get into a little bit is loyalty between friends that you're friends with. Like, let's just say I know y'all forever. Like, we all 3 friends. But I have my loyalty to you. And I have my loyalty to you. So it's like, what if you tell me something about him, but I'm loyal to him, but I'm loyal to you, and you told me? Like that triangle of loyalty.
Right.
I don't.
Oh, wait, hold on. I got you. You told him something about me.
No, like me and him are just talking, like something about maybe your growth or your personal development, whatever. Like just not in bad. I'm not even saying in bad taste. Just like we're just kicking it. Talking. But it's a loyal conversation to where it's like it's between me and you. Right. And it's like, like it's our loyalty has to kind of hold that. But then at the same time, me and you are just as cool. So it's like same thing. Right. That triangle, isn't that weird? I don't think people ever think of it, and I think that happens so more often than not. If you sit on it. Sit on it, because
I just want to be clear what you're saying.
Yeah, like it's just me and you. We all 3 of us are loyal.
Right.
Cool ass people. We all pretty much have the same exact friendship, relationship. Maybe we've known each other forever, whatever. But everyone has different things. Like not everything is gonna go exactly in the triangle.
Right.
Sometimes me and you are gonna have a different relationship than me and you. We're both gonna be loyal to each other. So then it's like things can get messed up in that triangle, because I'm trying to be loyal to you, but I'm also trying to be loyal to you. So it's like,
oh man, you know what? You can make this simple, Joe. Because you're making this too extra right now.
No,
I know exactly what he's trying to say.
Okay. So what?
I'm gonna make it easy. So you have a friend. You as a guy, you have 2 female friends. I'm loyal to you. We're both friends.
They don't have to just be females.
No, I'm just saying 2 females, right? You're friends with her. You loyal to her. You friends with her. You loyal to her. She got some issues, and then she got issues with those 2. So you got to say to yourself, like, she's going to ask me things to be loyal.
Right.
How loyal can I be to this person if they're asking me that trust? And then she's also my loyal friend too. So and she's trying to get information out of me, and then this person's trying to get information out of me.
But is this 2 different, like just 2 different stories though?
Yeah, but they all were once connected, but now they're not connected. But
so that's different from him, because he was talking about all of us.
It still could be connected or not. I don't think that really matters if it's currently connected or if it's not. Like if we're friends, I don't think that really matters. I just think it's interesting. Like I didn't really think about it until recently, and I'm like, it's just kind of interesting because it's like everyone is just kind of a triangle. Like you'll have certain loyalties that it's like, if me and you, and that are really close.
So,
but you tell me something. I have to keep from that because it's just something personal between me and you. But I have just the same amount of loyalty between me and her. It's like if I'm holding something back that me and you were talking about, I'm doing it because of our loyalty, but I'm loyal to her. So if I hold back something that was loyal to you about, it's like I'm being disloyal to her.
Yeah, so for me,
you see, it's fucked up, but it makes sense.
And for me, no. So that's why I be like almost like unfiltered sometimes, because like when I talk, it's like I'm talking from my soul, and like. I don't really like to hold things back, so I'm going to tell you 100% of everything, and I'm really blunt sometimes, and it gets me in trouble, but, like, you get the message, And I feel like if that was a situation and, like, you were trying to tell me to, like, all right, like, I don't know if you should be telling her this, but, like, it was to benefit her, I would word it in a way where I'd be helping her, but, like, not, losing our loyalty. But, like, if you're trying to fix her in some way or fashion, like, point it out, but, like, be indirect with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's complicated when you think about it. It could go with so many different ways, like so many different things. Like if 3 of us are really cool and we all have a bond, and one of us is a drug addict, me and you might talk about it different to try to help the other person, but we all have that loyalty. But we're trying to maybe craft. You see what I'm saying? Like me and you are trying to
I told you that I have a drug problem, but then C shouldn't know I have a drug problem, but you're trying to convince you need help because you're like, listen, we got to get B to help. And we're very indirect,
and we're both trying to help the person. You know what I'm saying?
Like you're still talking about the one person behind their back.
Yeah, but
and that's where I guess gets a little fishy, right? In your head, you're like, this ain't right in a way. Right, that's what you're saying.
But we're trying to help. Just like, God, you had a drug addiction, whatever, and me and you were like, bro, like, he's getting shot out. Right. We got to maybe find him a rehab. We're being disloyal by not just you would say, we're being disloyal by not saying that right up to you, but we're trying to come up with an execution plan to help you because we are loyal individually to you. So it's just like,
that's
honestly, yeah, I mean, no, because there's different ways to answer. Like, my way is saying, like, I think that's a breaking the glass scenario that's not going to happen often. Like, it would have to be to that extreme where, like, I guess it's self-harm to the point where you're like, all right, now I have to get this person involved, and they're the closest one in the circle that should be acceptable, regardless whether you like it or not. Because when's the perfect time on their end to have an intervention? Right. You know what I'm saying? Interventions are usually a surprise. Like, yeah, surprise, motherfucker, you got a problem. You were here all here.
Yeah, but then you don't want to wait too long, though.
You don't want to wait too long.
Right? Like, because then it's like, I knew this was coming, and I didn't say nothing. And then I'm going to feel guilty. You know what I'm saying? Like, should I have said something when I first seen it? But because now it hit the fan. Like, shit. Now, of course, we're going to say something now. But it's like, I feel like I should have said something before. You know, when we were talking, like, yo, man, should we tell him about his crazy? She crazy low-key, but he don't know it. Should we tell him? Nah, bro, just let it rock until and then until she, I don't know, gets him pregnant or something, gets her pregnant or something crazy.
Yeah, right? There's so many situations like that. And it's like, even now I'm just sitting here thinking like what if you're cool with your man's that has a girl, but you equally just as cool with her because y'all known each other forever, and he's cheating.
That's happened.
But you're loyal.
Yeah.
No, but for real.
No, I'm in that. I got that situation.
You're loyal to her because that's your homegirl. You're dead ass loyal to her, but you're dead ass loyal to him because that's your man's.
See, that's why you can't make certain connections, though. Maybe sometimes you get caught in it. Like I get it. If you went to high school with them, you were cool with them when you were young, boy. I get it. But see, that's why I don't make certain connections. Like if my friend got a girl, I'm not her friend. I don't want to know nothing about her.
That's fact.
I don't want to know nothing about her.
I've gotten to that point now too in my life too.
I don't want to know nothing because it's gonna see down the line if she cheat, I don't know. So I'm not putting that weird prediction because he gonna come to me and say, nigga, you knew this whole time. But it's like, nope, I'm not. Listen, bro. So obviously I'm not perfect, but I try my best not to do that. You know what I'm saying? And then when it comes to like, cause man, right now, man, like my boy and my other boy, it's like we're kind of talking, and my one friend, he's like, man, but he's like, he's very egotistic and like he wants to win and be better than everyone else. And like me and him are saying, yo, should we tell him? Like, should we check him on it, or should we just let him rock because he's stubborn? And it's like, in a way, it's like we want to tell him, and we have, but he gets real defensive, so we kind of stop. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
honestly, you gotta. Some people just gotta take it to the chin. Yeah, because he be telling me something, and I'll be like, man. But at the end of the day, he said that from a place where it's like it's concerning, opposed to like, why, if he didn't care, he wouldn't have said anything. Yeah. So obviously, it's like something to consider, not to be like, oh, I'm not gonna do this and blah blah. I'm changing myself. You need to accept me for who the fuck I am, and just say like, right. What the fuck?
So I think with like friendship, you need that aspect of people that are gonna be like, really, really, honest with you, because for some reason people don't like honesty, and like honesty does hurt for the most part if it's if it's about you or if you're someone else. But like you need that to build on, And so for me, it's like our motto is like, yo, like give us everything, like tell us how you really feel, like don't hold it back, Because how do you expect all of us to grow if we're not being completely honest?
Yeah. At the end of the day, like the truth, like that's the one thing I hate the most. My biggest pet peeve is like you're not telling me the truth, and especially if I know that you're holding something back and you're not letting me know what you really want to say.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's when it gets common, because what if you're holding it back because of your loyalty with the other person?
They're holding it back. They're still holding it back though, bro.
I know, and then that's when the loyalty question comes into play.
Okay, so
let's define.
So fucked up.
You gotta define loyalty first.
But I feel you, but bro, my loyalty is like you loyal to me. If I'm sturdy, if I'm thorough, like, and y'all are talking about me like amongst each other, and this is a friend trio, it's like honestly, y'all should tell me. I'm not gonna think you're not loyal for telling me. You see what I'm saying? I'm not gonna think you're not loyal. And I think that's where the issue comes in, is because like when you tell the person, they go, oh, bro, it happened to me. He's like, oh, you're fake. Y'all fake for talking behind my back. But it's like, no, bro, we're trying to help you. Where I was fake is that I didn't come to you first. Okay. But if they came to me and told me the truth, I'm going to be like, yo, that's the most loyal shit you ever did.
So
it wasn't loyal. I'm not going to say it wasn't loyal that y'all were talking about me, because y'all were doing it out of love and y'all wanted to help me. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't loyal that you weren't telling me. So that's where it gets like I said, becomes a problem, is because like you're gonna tell that person like yo bro, she's cheating on you, right? Like you were saying, like yo bro, she's cheating on you. if he's not a sturdy person, he probably gonna be like, oh, bro, why didn't you tell me that? But it's like, if that was me, I'd be like, yo, bro, thank you. Like, you just exposed her. Now I'm done with her. Cause thank you. But see, a lot of people, majority of people aren't like that.
I had a friend that did that for me though, but I appreciate that he did it, but he did it in an indirect way, which was smart. But he didn't know that, like, yo, I don't be like one of those people that view like that's not true, bro, blah blah. I'm like I investigate it before I even make any accusations. But it was funny because it was one of those things that were true. So what happened was, the situation was, I had graduated from Bergen, right? And then I went to Montclair. So then when I left my ex was still there and whatnot. But at the time we were together. So my boy, he was like, yo, man, I be seeing you in the club room, but then I realize it's not really you. And I'm like, now I'm gonna point this out. She's Italian, so I don't know any of her brothers. There ain't no other brothers but me that I know of. Right. So when I heard that, I'm like, I'm the only brother there that she be hanging out with. Who's in this room if it's not me? And I was like, oh, now I have to investigate. Right. Now I gotta investigate. But granted, he told me, he didn't wait to tell me. He probably saw it and he was like, all right, how am I gonna do this without pissing him off? Right. Let me just tell him, opposed to let me create this whole scenario and get friends involved and whatnot. I'm just gonna tell him direct. And then that was it, and call it a day. So I think you were saying before, like, yo, just tell me direct. However I take it, I gotta take it to the chin.
Yeah, but it's such a good point though. Like, you gotta be really thinking on
right.
it.
This is interesting.
Cause I be doing it low key, like talking amongst I don't do it that much, but I know when I am doing it. And I don't like it. I don't like that I do that. And now that we're talking about this, like, I probably should stop, because that's not thorough. Like, no, for real. Like, right? He like, yo, not about you. I was thinking about how I ever
therapy without a degree.
No, yeah, right. For real. I don't think I've ever done it about you, but I'm saying I've probably done it about like some of our friends. Right. Yeah, definitely. Right. But I've told him that.
It's like you don't even realize. But you don't you don't realize it.
So I feel like, honestly, what do you feel? What do you
so that's why I'm saying you have to be blunt in all like scenarios. All right. So no, because whoever you're thinking of, because that's real. Whoever you're thinking of, like, you know me, bro. Like, I probably said it in some way or fashion that it was a problem, you know. In some way or fashion, I'm like, look, I think we have. Yeah, no, like, I don't like that. So like, I'd rather you know and be mad at me than you not know and just continue lollygagging like everything's all cool. Like, just get that out the way, you feel me? And it's hard, but like, I feel like we have to like have that conversation.
It does.
It's not everyone.
Because you gotta take a hit. Like me, I'll tell you, but I'm ready to take a hit.
You gotta be ready.
No, you have to.
I'm like, oh man, because I be saying shit. I'm like, yo, you said that all types of wrong.
No, because like those are one of the few things in life. Like, once you say something, you can't take it back. You know, so you gotta like be careful what you're saying, but like, if you're gonna say it, you better say it, And
it's funny because you just sometimes be like, yo, man, I believe she's cheating on you. Wait, hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you why. X, Y, Z, and these are my facts. I'm not gonna just say it without no proof.
Give me the data.
You gotta give the data.
But what if you're like really cool with her, just like you're cool with him?
All right, I got this. I got a perfect scenario for that one. I was in that situation, not to say it works for everything. Right. So I had a friend. I was friends with both of them. So I was friends with her, and I was friends with him separate. I didn't tell those motherfuckers to get together. Right? Yeah, so that's that. Whatever happens between y'all, that's between y'all. So whatever she was doing, or whatever he was doing, that's all on them. So if she was messing around, and then he asked me, I can't say nothing. It's just because there's a divide.
See, that's when the loyalty question comes.
That's the loyalty question.
That's the question, because
so then you have to ask yourself this question: who were you friends with first?
But that doesn't matter. That doesn't. It doesn't, because me and you can know. Like, I've known you forever, but we've only been that close recently. I'm loyal as fuck to you. It don't matter. I have other friends I've known way longer, but I'm way more loyal to you because our bond at the current time. So
then, who do you tell them?
That's the fucking question. That's why the topic is so interesting, because it's like,
you gotta approach it like this, bro. Look, this is what you do. You sit them both down and be like this. Look, I don't give a fuck if after what I say y'all don't fuck with me. You know what? I don't care. Y'all might not fuck with me after I say this, but I'm saying it because it's weighing heavy on my heart. Right. That's how you gotta put it, bro.
Wait. But you could do it like this though. You could, like my boy said it. He's like, if you ever cheat on your lady, he's like, I'm not gonna tell her, but we gonna have a really long conversation because it's about character. That was it. That's all he had to say to me. And then at that very moment, it makes you think about anything else that you do. Because, yeah, you might have that one fuck up, but don't be that nigga that does that often.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Because then, now that friend, don't be mad if he can't hang out with you no more.
Exactly.
Yeah, you gotta be cool with that.
You know what I'm saying?
Cool
you
with
can
that.
have a one oops, like, yeah, man, I fucked up, you know, and they be like, all right, man, well, you know, make amends, do what you gotta do.
Exactly, and it goes back down to what we always talk about on our pod is like who you keep around and who you chill with, and sometimes people just outgrow you, like your friendship. Like y'all can still be cool, y'all still have genuine love for each other, but they just outgrow you as a human. So it's like me and you could be cool mans for years, but like you was cheating on your girl, still left around. It's like that's just not me. That's not a dude that, because I don't even feel comfortable being around you, because I'm gonna, because of my character and my loyalty, just of a man. I'm gonna want to keep it real with her, because I'm gonna feel less of a man seeing you move like that. So I might as well just take myself out of that relationship of that friendship and just be around people that are doing dope shit and they're being, you know, like men out here.
Yeah, and
so it kind of goes back to that.
But in question on loyalty though, like I like you said that, because it's like, yo, what if that's your man? Like,
Is that
what if that's your brother though, bro?
Honestly,
and
we can have
he's
a
doing some,
conversation.
like you said, like he's doing some uncharacteristic type. You know, he's doing some real low shit. It's like I can't just chalk him and be like, yo, bro, I outgrow it. That's my I
tough.
plan on dying with this guy. Like, you know,
it's
like
tough.
my best man at my wedding type.
it gets to that point
You know?
though. You have to. It hurts.
It hurts.
But you have to. I feel like just me, man, growing up, going through life, I've had to do it. You know, it hurts, but you have to give someone at least like, you know, I'm gonna give you 3 strikes, and you know.
Facts.
But how can a person grow really if you don't give them that shake up? Because we all had that instance where we were with a girl and then it didn't work out and you broke up that first time. Right. And then when you got back again, all of a sudden things were different because now y'all know, like, yo, if you fuck up, we done. Yeah. So now they treat it differently, like, oh shit, this is my last lifeline. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So same thing with friendship. If they fuck up but so much, you're like, listen, man, I'm gonna give you this one last chance. And then that's it, and you gotta be really ready to walk away, because like your friends are a reflection of you. So I can't be like, if you known for the dude to be sleeping around doing all type of shit, they're gonna look at me thinking it's the same. And we can't have that. Not that I'm putting my reputation above everybody else. It's just that that's not what represents me, and I don't condone it. You know what I'm saying? By being hanging out with you, I'm associating with that. So it would be like one of those things like, yo, if I find out, we're gonna have a conversation.
And I think people have to understand that it's okay to grow out of your situation. It's okay to grow as a human, like yourself, because it's like a lot of times, you know, as kids and shit, even that topic of cheating, you know, y'all can be 18, 19, but cheating on my girl, and it's all laughs and funs and shit because y'all are just kids. But once you start being grown man, it's like, all right, like
you
know, like,
what you want.
like, come on, bro, like, you know, like that shit's just not cool no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is not, you're not a man, like, you're not a little boy no more. Right. So it's like you have to understand that it's okay that you grew up and they didn't. And you have to acknowledge that in not a disrespectful manner.
Just arm's length.
It's just
Love boundary.
You love
of
boundary.
course.
There you go.
Yeah, 'cause everyone grows and everyone's in different lanes. I always like to use the analogy of a highway. Not everyone is in the fast lane. Not everyone's in the slow lane. It's okay to be on the same highway as a person and get to know them and say what's up to them and be cool with them. But that don't mean you got to be riding alongside with them until they catch up with you, like mentally, spiritually, and everything.
One man, he was in the he went to the service. And I just shared this to me and him and shared. We had a little podcast like them. He shared it, and he was a sergeant, so he kind of let the power thing get to his head a little bit, and it changed him. Like it just changed him. He was like kind of a different person when he came back. But we ended up getting a house together because, like I said, this was my man, right? But he ended up showing us his true colors, and then he would like drop some kind of like racist jokes every so often and stuff, and he would just say really like kind of like evil type of stuff, and like it got to a point, and I was just like, yo, bro, like, look. If you remain like this, like, that's it, bro. You're chalked. Like, you're done. I'm not. Because he wasn't even the same person.
Also, like,
you feel me? So this wasn't even so much of like he was the same guy, but he was doing like effed up stuff. You know what I'm saying? He was a totally different guy. And I told him, I sat him down, I said, and it's interesting because I said, yo, look, if you keep doing this evil shit, bro, I'm not your friend no more. Straight up. And it was a heartfelt conversation. It was tears, you know what I'm saying? All that going. But he actually changed. Like it helped him. Like it was a whole meeting we had. We're all close. Me, my brother, and my other brothers that I grew up with. Not my blood brothers, but I call them my brothers. Yeah. And it was a heartfelt conversation. But it was sad. He was crying and everything. But after that, man, he changed. Like he was the guy that we knew he was. You know, and like that's what we wanted. So in a way, it's like here we go, right? The truth stuff that helped him by saying, "Yo, bro, I don't fuck with you straight up because you're doing what you're doing. He realized that. He said, damn, the only people in my life that I love and trust don't even like me no more because of this guy became. He didn't take it and sought pity. He grew from it. You know what I mean? That's why I don't, man, truth to me, man, like it just it's just the answer, you know, like it's just the way I want to live my life, like truth all the time, because it will set you free. It's not just a phrase, bro. That's real. Like,
how long did that process take with him to make the change to go back?
So it's interesting. So we lived that's when I was living in Parsippany, I told you, for a year, and then it took maybe like he's still getting better though, you know. He's still not,
it's a process,
because it hurt him, man. It really affected him who he was. He actually went to this thing called Transformation Mastery. I don't know if you guys follow RSD. It's called Real Social Dynamics, and they do social dynamics. They used to teach game of girls and stuff. Now they do just self improvement.
Yeah.
This guy has a it's called a self transformation experience. And you go to like a location for the week, and like it's deep stuff, bro. Like he does like death meditations, and he does like some serious shit, bro. It's psychological stuff. And basically what he did is he did death meditations like every day, and it breaks you, bro. Like you basically like you experience your darkest, scariest demons every day, like, and you're just living kind of as if you were dead. It's some deep shit, because he really wanted to change. He was like, I want to change, but I don't know how. So he went to this thing, right? And there was a lot of stuff he went through, man. A lot of stuff he went through, and he actually one of the death meditations, the guy, he's talking, and he's talking, and he's like, so who do you hate most, and like what's your darkest secret? And he's like talking them in their ear, and it's very intense, you know. And he says, last question is, one day he said, who do you hate the most? And he says, look, I'm gonna give you 3 seconds. He counts down 3, 2, 1. He answers. He said, who do you hate the most? 3, 2, 1. He said he hated me the most.
Why? Because you told him.
My best friend. This is before we told him that.
Yeah. Oh.
And he said, my whole life, he grew up across the street from me. He was less off as we were. His family, they struggled, with finances. He's like, you always had more than me. You went to college, and you had fun, and you got girls, all that. He's like, I always wanted to be that, and I was just jealous, and like I guess it was a hate that I had, it just came out. But like it was good that he was releasing all this stuff though, right. Like, and he did this stuff every day.
It was real, man.
So he really like, and I respected that he went there, because he really wants to change. Because some people don't want to change, bro. Some people change and they're done. They don't care that they don't care. But he's still changing, man. He's still going day by day, and he's still getting better, So I just wanted to say that, man. I do think like truth, man, honestly. Because if we never told him that he was like that, he would have never known. My mom always says that. She says, I only tell you the truth because I love you. If they're not telling you the truth, they don't love you like you think they do. She always says that, always, and she's right. She's like, I tell you the stuff you don't want to hear.
Yeah.
So that's why what you're saying. I just think the truth, man. That's my answer. That's my answer for it. I think the truth will always prevail, bro. Whether they stop being friends with you or whatever,
Exactly.
Yeah. Just to piggyback off that real quick, my mom said similar, where she was like, yeah, like the truth will always set you free, and I was like, damn, like. And like you think about that as a man, because as a child you're just always doing your thing, trying to live your life, and at a point it's just like, dang, like who am I, and like what kind of person do I want to become, and what do I want people to see me as, and like that truth, like in your heart, because you always know the truth, and you always know like the right way to go. So that's what I'm saying when I try, anyone that I've talked to, they like when they talk to me and they're in contact with me, it's like, dang, like he's really talking from a perspective of like, yo, like he's trying to help me in some way or fashion. I'm not trying, like, cause it's like fucked up sometimes what I be saying, but it's like out of love. I'm like, yo, you should probably change that, or like, I'm seeing you doing this, like you should probably try this way, and it's all out of like, self growth, because like we said, like show me your best friend, your 5 friends, they're you,
Yeah.
So for me, it's like if I want to grow, I want you to grow. And like I always want to see people grow, like always, because it's like a human experience. We're not here to like live in like a low vibration. We're supposed to be at the top. So I'm trying to get there, but I'm not trying to be there by myself. So
exactly, it's a process.
Yeah, the truth will set you free.
Yeah, for real. And it's like that makes you kind of think, when you start really getting into that, it's like sometimes if you're saying that and you think it's like a truth thing, because sometimes you don't even think it's about not being true. It just, you think about that, it's just like, this is the bond with me and you have.
Right.
That this is our truths. You know, so it's like you don't know that you're not being truthful to the other person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I guess it's kind of that mindset of just being always known that it's just like, even if you are talking with that person, it's like, yo, whatever we have going on, you know, like if you are loyal with somebody else, it's you like gotta like I guess be honest. It might come across.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it might go both ways. You gotta be real and be like, you know, it can go both directions.
Right.
If that makes any sense, you know.
Oh, that's a really
that
good.
leads me on to the main
That was a good
topic.
question.
Exactly.